Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. Yeah, literally just enough room to put the grid in there. And if I have a bit of landfill, there'll be room to put something right in that corner as well, which would be handy over here. Just a few extra roboports out to the side. So if I take some landfill here a minute, and I'll just fill out a little bit like that. Yeah, that'll do. Like that. Just fill that little bit in, and what have we got over this side? I've got that patch there, which we can get rid of. I can't put something across there, but then I've got those in the way anyway. I kind of want to be bringing it down over this side. And that there, I've already got a patch on. I mean, if I bring that one out, look, that one would go in there. That's eating into this ore field anyway, which I don't want to do. So I'm kind of running out of space here. I'm going to need to put something extra in, I think. It's those there. They're in the wrong place. If I was to move that over a bit, I would then have room to put in another one. Right. I would actually have room to put in another one. I think we might just end up saying, you know what, we'll shift-click that one in. And I'll shift-click in another one down here. Over the top of that. Which is not normally something I like to do, but I will make an exception this time. And drop them in like that, so that I've got more roboports coming all the way down. And look, we're already making good use of these. Most of them have already been put in. Alright, I've got a nice big section of them we've put in. That's going to be able to then, they're going to come right down to here, and they will take care of all of that. That's fantastic. That's what we want. And then I don't need to worry about that for a minute. I want the landfill to be taken care of next, and that's something that's not happening just yet. I know that landfill is being built, but it doesn't seem to actually be being used, right? They've got it there, but there's 4,000 of them. They're not coming to collect it. At the moment, these construction robots are not interested in going to get the landfill. They have other things on their mind. These big areas that I'm busy stripping and rebuilding, it makes a huge difference to everything, doesn't it? And if I look in, actually, you know what, we'll go into the map a second, and if I look here, that's the area for coverage at the moment. So here, coverage is smaller than it should be. We could do with better coverage around here, but I mean, once the landfill is placed down there, that's going to change it. Oh, I've got some more roboports coming in here now. Right. I've done what I need to over there, just for now. I don't need to worry about that anymore. I've now got all the iron ore being extracted, and I should have enough roboports once everything is finally caught up and been placed down. I should have enough ports there so that everything can go and clean itself up. So we should have no problems with this at all. Right, all this up here, we got a nice long queue on these. I've got 2 there that I want to drop in. And so this bit, I don't have room to put, I can't put another line across there. I mean, I can put lines around the rest of it. So, and it's the same with these. So what I'm thinking is I will get rid of these roboports here so that I can put more of a grid down. If I can put that grid in over that way, that would help. But before I do that, I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to get myself a bit of landfill, and I'm going to do it like that, because at the moment, the landfill thing isn't working. Oh, and I have one little strip in here. If you look, we got one little strip there, where we don't have roboport coverage, because that one is back ever so slightly from where that one, where it used to be. So I need to put a roboport in. I don't have any. Huh. That's a bit of a nuisance, isn't it? But I had some. I've got 20 demanded, it's just that we don't actually have any spare roboports at the moment. So if I go and get that one, I'll lift one out, and I will bring that one over. Ah, there's my roboport. And I will drop one right there. So that does allow a bit of coverage. This is Toxic Bravo. Toxic Bravo, you are going to save the day. Right here. I'll put that on over to there. And that has now saved the day. Toxic Bravo is the man for this job. I'm going to take as much landfill as I can carry. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to ditch some of those, because I'm carrying a boatload of them. I'm going to ditch one of those. 2 lots of steel chests right there. And some iron gear wheels. How many of those? I'm supposed to have 400. Some steel plate I can get rid of, because I'm supposed to have 400. The processing units. Engine units. I don't make those. I've got 50, but that was because I was making trains. I'm not making trains anymore. So they can go, as the electric ones can as well. And then weapons. I'll keep hold of the radar, because that's useful. The laser turrets can go. The walls can go. I'm not using them anymore. Probably don't really need the targeting remote, but I will hold on to that one. It's a handy thing to have kicking around. So I'll hang on to it for a little bit. The tank, the pumps. Well, the pumps is probably useful. The green and red wires, they can go. The bricks will stay. Surplus substations can go. Yeah, get rid of the tank. I'm not going to use that. Not at the moment, anyway. Probably not for a very long time. Let's jump that one in there. And that one can go. Right, that's cleared up a whole load of space. Which means I can do that and grab a load more landfill. That's all I want to do, is just grab a little bit more landfill. Then I can run down here to the landfill area here that I have gone and put in. I will stand in that corner, and I will let my robots go and dump all of this lot in, like this. I got 3,500 on me. You know what I can do? No, actually, I'm not going to do that. I was thinking I would just have other robots bring me a load of stuff, but I don't really need to do that. So I'll forget about doing that. I'll just let them fill that up. There, that's all filled up in there. And then I will come out over to this side. I will stand here, and I will let them start filling this up. And I'll just use up all of the landfill we got. Love this. Love how evenly it takes everything out. Drops it all down. Just going to wait a second. I'm going to have a drink as well. Right. It's coming along very well here. While that's doing that, I'm going to jump into this mode. I'm going to get rid of that one. And I'm going to clear off a whole load of this. So to start with, we will remove the wooden poles over to here. And over to that roboport as well. And that radar down there. Right. Clear that little bit there. Then underneath, we will bring that down to here. I got no more there that I want to do. My robots at the moment, they've used up all the spare power. All the surplus power has now been drunk up. A whole lot. It's all been drinked up. So if I get rid of that there, like that, then I can deconstruct that one. That can stay where it is. And then I want to start deconstructing these. You can come out. You can go. You can go as well. Those there can disappear. And then these roboports here, I don't know. Oh, it's because they haven't drunk all the juice from them yet. So if I do that and I do that, that will get rid of those roboports there. And then I can go up this way. And I'm going to shift-click and force in this onto here. Despite the fact that it's right over the top of that little area there. And it'll be the same with this bit down here. It just means that we've got some extra robots around, which I think is probably more important than keeping it really super neat and tidy around all of the ore extraction now, the coal and everything. That's going to have to shift. I'm being very, very careful how I shift-click these in, because I don't want to get this pattern wrong. So I'm making absolutely certain I've got it in the right place before I go doing anything ridiculous like pressing the click button. And I've got a little bit here that I want to put in. That one's... I just dropped one in there. That's going to just start those up again. Right. That's looking good along here. My robots are out again. They're doing some more work. If I... Oops. Right-click to open. If you do that, things go horribly wrong. So what I need to do now is I need to go to my deconstruction planner. I want to open that one like that. And I want to get rid of that, and then I want to go to Entities here, and click on that, and then Entity Ghost, Item on Ground. That's what I want there, and then I want to go like this, and I want to do that. And that's going to pick up everything that I have just gone and dumped on the ground. Or it should do. Hopefully, my own robots will go and pick it all up, rather than the other robots picking anything up. It would appear that the other robots have been requisitioned to go and do some of it. That's fine. And then I'll go back to you over here. I'll get rid of that, and I'll put that one back to what it was, which was those. That's what we want. And there, it's just picking up the rest of the stuff that was left lying on the ground. I really like that option. I think that option is actually a really clever option. I think it's an excellent idea. There is a little bit more that's going to go out. So you need to just click on it. No, you don't. If I click on it, I lose that much space. You need to right-click on it to be able to open it up like this. And you can see I've drained all the power out from my little robots. They've gone out and they drained all the power out. But they're not going and putting any more down, which suggests that maybe the construction robots are now on their way to go and do a bit of landfill. Or maybe they're not. No, they're still... I've got a big request for stuff all the way around there, and they still haven't gone and done it. Although they've done this bit... No, it was there that I had a bit. Okay, so they haven't done that. They're still focusing on... It's because I got so many demands for concrete everywhere. That's why they're still waiting. They're waiting on doing the concrete. If I go all the way over here... My robots... Right, my robots have gone out, but why aren't they coming over here to do this bit? Where even are my robots? They've been... What? My robots have gone and run away! Seriously? I got those. On the way, 0. Logistic storage, 0. Oh, I know what happened. My 100 robots were out and flying when I lifted that one out. So now I've got no robots of my own. That's what happened. I don't have any robots now. If I mouse over there, 20,101. There are 100 extra construction robots that have gone into this. All because I didn't have... There was some here. There are a few hanging around here. Not very many. Most of them are off elsewhere. So there's no point in me getting extra robots. There's no point at all in me going to go and get extra construction robots working, because they're not going to do anything anyway. They're still hanging around here. They're still doing this bit in here. Right, you've got no power there. I don't want that. I'll put that one there. Right, I'll put you there, and I'll put you there like that. There, so they're going to power up. Now I'm going to run back down here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into here. We're waiting on red circuits in order to be able to make some more of these. We're 199,000. We are actually 199,165. So we're getting closer and closer to the grand final target. But what I'm going to do for a second is I'm going to change that one round. And I'm going to go to there. And I'm going to go construction robots like that. Now, it was suggested... Alluvian someone, was it? I can't remember your name. I'm really sorry. Said that I should just run a circuit onto an inserter on a factory that is just doing that, and then have a limitation for X amount of robots going onto the robots, onto the roboports. And yeah, that would be a really good idea, and that would actually work really well. I don't think it's something that I want to do, though. I mean, I like the idea. It's just that at the moment, I don't really want to do that. Right, I'm going to take 50 there. I'm going to take 50 there. So I've got 100. I'm going to leave it ticking over for a bit so that we get some more construction robots. Because I don't think it's going to hurt to have a few extra. Another 10,000 or something. Just kicking around as something spare. Now, if I run down over here. There we go. They're all coming out again. They're doing what they're supposed to do, which is put down the landfill. That's what we wanted. Excellent. I need to go and get more landfill now. And that way, I've then got 2 lots of grids down here. I've got plenty of space for 2 grids. That's all of the landfill that I was carrying. I'll go and get a bit more in a second. And I'll come up here. That bottom line there, that could be removed. And then the top line, that's going to be in the way. So we're going to start sort of infringing on this bit, the mega part of it. And I don't really want to mess with that too much. But we can go and remove some of this along the bottom end. So if I do that a minute, and what I'll do is I'll go up here, and we'll go like that. We'll put the 2, and then I will just run all the way along here. I'm going to go right the way along the bottom, all the way. And I'm going to go all the way down over to this end. As far as there. That's where I'm going to go. So they will go and grab that lot, and they will bring it all in. And then, once they've done... Ooh, mistake. I left that bottom line. I didn't bring it down quite far enough. Right, they're okay with power, so I can actually go and I can just remove that one. I need to run all the way back this way now and remove the rest of them. Shouldn't be any issues with Roboport coverage, because we got that second line directly above us. So that should be absolutely fine on there. I've got the rest of those ports being lifted. All I want to do is I want to come along here, and I want to get rid of all of these power poles here. So I'm going to bring that out to there and ditch that lot. Right. That's good. That's worked. That's perfect. And then I can come down here, and I can start removing the rest of these. Take those out there. I'll come back, and I'll get myself some more landfill in a second. I can take that one out. And then I can come along here a little bit more, and I can remove them. And then I can go over to there, and I can remove those. So I'll also come down there just to remove that little bit. And over to those as well. Right, there's my robots springing in. Let's just wait for them to come back in a second, because some of these are running a bit slow. That one's gone in. I got 5 I'm waiting on. There's 2. There's 2. It's these 2 right here. Those are the last 2. So let's just let them charge back up again and go back into the bag. Excellent. And then I can go over this way. We will go and first gather a bit more landfill, and we'll bring that down and let my robots just put that in. And then I will worry about putting out a new grid for some of the rest of it. So I'm going to go up to you in there, and I'm going to go like that, and I'm going to shift click, and I'm going to take the whole shebang, and then I'll run down here. We will fill up the bit that we've got here to start with, and then I may use that to go and do a little bit more in a second. So if I drop that down in there like that, the robots will all run in through, doing an excellent job like that. Fill in all of these little gaps. I can run down there a little bit more. Run over there, just to make sure that they cover the whole lot. Yes, they do. Out they go, and that's every single little bit of it. How much have I got left? I'm actually going to do that myself, because I think it'll actually be quicker. So if I come down here like this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it out like that. We'll do a nice big chunk like that, and okay, I don't want to press shift on there. Just want to run along like this. Sounds like sounds like an old tractor running along on there at the moment. Right, we'll chug our way along there and do the next line in there, and then I'll run back again. That sounds like one of those really, really old tractors, that does. Like the old one-cylinder type ones, that does. Pumping away. They had a very unique sound to them, they did. And then run back. I don't think I'm actually going to have enough landfill to do all the way back across. That's why I'm raising it up like that, and then I've run out. Right, okay, that's fine. I think I will... Yeah, I will put in a little bit more here, like this, and I'll run that. And you know what? I'm just gonna fill this area in. Look, if I'm looking at that, I'll fill in this whole zone, all of it. I'm gonna fill in the whole lot like that. There. Everything all around here, that can all be filled in with landfill. Everything all the way through. Right the way up there. Over here. I know that that bit's not going to fill in just yet, but it will do in a minute. And all the way down here. I got no use for water on here, so just getting that all filled in and brought back level, I think would be quite cool. So I'll put that into there. And I'll bring that down like that. Out over that way, and then down as far as there. So that will just fill in that chunk there. So everything up there is now going to be filled in. And look at that. The construction robots are now out working on landfill. Does that mean that they're also coming out and doing... Because it was around here. No, I selected a bit there. There's another big chunk that I sent them to do over there, but it doesn't look like they've decided to go over to that yet. They are working on this, though. So I'm more than happy for them to keep working on that. I'm going to run up here a minute, and I'm going to... Actually, I'll switch over to map to do this. I'm going to go into there, and I'm going to start placing this one down. Because that is going to get us a lot more area cover... Oh, right, there's the last bit that we want to get rid of. So we will deconstruct that up there. And then that, and that there. I don't want to cancel any of the landfill that I've gone and put in. And that over there. Produce 20 million electronic circuits. Have we only just now reached that one? Okay. Well, it's good that we've reached it. I'm surprised it took so long. I thought that we'd already reached all of the targets for that. That means that we definitely haven't reached the 20 million red circuits yet. That one... Right, no, we don't want to go up there. Now, this is the bit up here that I was wondering about. There, look. See, it's not going to quite go and make a grid pattern on here. So I'm going to have to... If I want the grid pattern in here, I'm going to have to bring that in like that and then shift-click to be able to put it in. It will sort of fit, and we are able to keep some of the... Like, well, we've got power to all of the roboports up there that we're going to want, so I'm alright with that. We can leave kind of the main area there for now and not have to worry about it. This area here, I am thinking it might be better if we rip it up and we move it, because we could put a new grid down inside some of these, so that we still have that long-term storage, although ideally we don't really want very much long-term storage at all. But that's not something I want to do right now. I want to leave that. I don't want to get involved with it in the slightest. Landfill requirement. So I've got some... Yeah, I've got that bit there has been brought down. But then I have... At the moment, I've got no more being brought over. They've kind of stopped again with the landfill thing. They're very particular and peculiar about landfill at the moment. It's unusual. Quite know why. I know that they're working on other things, and they do have things on their mind, these poor robots. Right? They do have things that they need to focus on. Right, that is 21,000 construction bots near. I'm just going to leave those working. I think our biggest problem is not the robots themselves, it's the flying robot frames. That's where we're seeing a shortage, and we're seeing a shortage on those because we're seeing a shortage on the electric engine units. We're seeing a shortage on the electric engine units because I have no lubricant. That's the only lubricant that I've got coming out. Right on there. So in order to make that work, I've got light oil is maxed out on here. Light oil is the thing. I need to break the light oil down into... light oil I need to break down into petroleum. I need more of it being broke down into petroleum in order to make it work properly. I mean, it is doing it here. It's working through it. And it's pumping through pretty rapidly. And then it's coming into here. That's full. So my problem is... I need more of those. I need more lubricant going in order to be able to get the flying robot frames. Which is something that we're going to have to work on. Right. So the next thing that I want is some... of these. Right there. That's what I want. That requires 1,000 steel plate, 200 processing units, 200 electric engine units, 100 pipes, and 1,000 pieces of concrete in order to make. It's not a small thing to construct. Now, this is going to be the zone that we're going to be launching rockets from down here. This is where I'd like to launch rockets from. I think this is the perfect spot. So I'm going to start off by manufacturing rockets. Which one am I going to manufacture rockets in? I'm going to manufacture rockets in that one. So I'm going to go up here. It's going to be in this one right here. I don't know why. It just seems like the appropriate one. And we're going to set up our manufacturing facility right here. There. That's going to be rocket manufacturing. And I'm going to put down a Wreck-It quest. I'm going to put down a requester chest. And I'm going to put down one of those chests. And then I'm going to go one there and one there. And then I'm going to go into here. And I'm going to say rocket silo recipe in there. That is a boatload of stuff. I cannot put these in because of you can't use the productivity modules. And then I will copy that into there. That is 1,000, 200, 200, 100, and 1,000. It's requesting one lot of each. I'm actually going to double that up on each of them. So that's going to be 2,000. That's going to be 400. That is also going to be 400. That's going to be 200 pipes. And that there is going to be 2,000. It's going to take a while for everything to be pumped through from there into there anyway. Now, the only other thing I'm not sure of is stack size for the finished product. Not sure what the stack size is for those, the rocket silos. I think it's 1. Pretty sure it's 1, but then there's still going to be 48 rocket silos in here. So I'm going to click on that one there, and I'm going to go like that to start with, because I don't need loads of them to start with. We will eventually be bringing more of them in here. But that one right there, that is the big manufacturing facility of our time right now. I'm going to leave that one go. And we're going to take a little mosey on north. So the robots all the way round our facilities now have got some work to do. Mostly they're focusing on putting out concrete. They've got some landfill that is being made, and they're bringing stuff into it, but it's putting down concrete that they're supposed to be doing, and they're still not doing it yet. I think that's just because of the sheer quantity of the stuff that I've got placed out. So it's gonna take them a while to kind of tweak that they've still got to do that and get on with it. I've got a bit of stuff up here I can now get rid of and replace, so I'll do that in a second. I'll go along there, and I'll run that all the way along over to here, as far as there. Get rid of that. There's no more down here, is there? No, and there's nothing up there. I'll get rid of those 3. There's nothing further north on there. Right, that's looking pretty good, which means then I can go with the solar panel one, which is that one. And we will drop down the solar panel one all the way along. So I'll just quickly go through like this and place that in. And then the robots will be able to go through and replace all of that. It seems to be that anytime I'm removing... removing roboports. That seems to be the bit that they struggle with. That's what makes the game slow down more than anything else. I don't have room to put another section of them up there, so I will leave the rest of it. And then we're going to head up here, and we're going to start changing things around a little bit so that hopefully we can get more lubricant being made. That's something that we're going to need so that we can keep the robots going. What have I got at the minute? 21,100. I'll leave them going. I don't need to worry about the small ones. So if I want to go up this way, where are we going to put lubricant? I guess, actually, what we want to do is we want to start building some separate sections for lubricant and... Well, folks, Rome wasn't built in a day, and 1,000,000 minions are not going to be built in a single episode. We've run out of time, so if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.